Malawi is undergoing tremendous transformation, with several big projects being rolled out. Construction, agriculture, manufacturing, and other various industries are taking shape across the country. Out of an estimated 16 million population in Malawi, more than half live below the poverty line. When employees are injured and cannot get compensated, the impact on them and their families can be crushing. This unfortunately traps workers in a vicious cycle of poverty despite working. Investing in social insurance is vital in benefiting employees when injured or facing economic risks.
Recently, government enacted the Pensions Act, amongst others, provides for mandatory pension contribution by all workers in Malawi. Despite that, however, we have some challenges. The fact that the majority of our workers are in the informal sector. According to the Labour Force Survey of 2013, close to 90% of the workers are actually in the informal sector. And this is a challenge in the sense that it is difficult really to introduce the pensions in the informal sector. For example, in terms of social security schemes, one of the most important schemes is the medical aid schemes.
Pa 11 November ndili pa duty nthawi ya 8 koloko madzulo ndachifukwa cha blackout imene inapanga nthawi imene sinathe kuona pamene ndinakakola ndi chenecha imene ndinakagwera mkono wa dzanja lamanjawo pamene pakachembula kuekesera nakapeza kuti elbow joint yathetheka la umphawi kamba kuoneka kuti dakhangati ndayima ndipo chipepeso sana ndipatse fika mpaka nalero nkadembekeza kuti neyo zikadakhala kuti ndipatsa ndalamayo mofulumira zikadandikhalira kwabwino potenge kuti nthawi imeneyi ndimakhala ndiononga ndalamaso yapathumba panga kudzithandizira ku treatment komanso zinapangitsa kunena kuti kapenzedwe ka ndalama kakhale kofoka kuti ndingathupanga chitukuko chine chiyonse panandivuta potenge kuti ndi ana ali ku sukulu komanso ndi banja ndi kampani zinthu zimenezi sinandipangire.
There are many challenges. These challenges include late payment, processing of workers' compensation. There is a lot of political will on the part of government to provide the required resources so that the fund can take off.
I think what Malawi needs is better regulation, better data, and also better means to enforce policies. And I think if we somehow take those three together, I'm sure that Malawi will do better.
We have challenges with the SME sector in terms of them having access to finance, which has an impact on them being able to employ. Now, if they're not able to employ more people, that means that they also do not place an importance on issues such as social protection. It's necessary to bring in third parties who are conversant with insurance, who are also professionals in their field, and this is what the professional companies do in supporting the employers.
The system is silent, it's not known. There's no publicity, and there's no real down procedures. So most of the employers, they don't know it.
The establishment of an employment injury scheme will benefit workers by allowing them to be compensated for injuries and disease, but also through improving the work environment. This will lead to consistent labour productivity for the employer. The challenge lies in developing the necessary capabilities to run a scheme at such a high standard so that it attracts the confidence of the employers and the trust of workers.
And currently, through the reform program and the technical support of the International Labour Organization, we are trying to establish a compensation fund, which we believe will, in the long run, graduate to a comprehensive social security scheme.
It would be a good move, but maybe the challenges are how to manage and how to impose it. The benefits is that everybody who is injured will obviously get compensations, which is currently not happening.
And where we are at the moment is that the IRO has provided a lot of technical support so that we should capacitate the institution which is currently responsible for processing workers' compensation. We should graduate the data from the manual to automated data, and all those tools are currently being developed. And we believe the fund will be established soon.
I think if you invest in the health environment, it basically means that your employees are happier, and in general you have to pay less on compensation when someone gets injured. Global level, we're working very closely with ILO and other partners to make sure that this topic is being addressed and getting the political attention that it deserves.
This film was brought to you by the International Labour Organization in partnership with the Government of Finland and Flanders for the East and Central Africa Social Security Association.